Next up, Aaron the Furnace Railway G5 asked, where's your AU for the unknown background engines?
Ooh, as of now, for my Thomas the Tank Engine and Henry the Green Engine station, I already said it's like Edward 9462, 87546 and stuff. Though I do plan making their own separate characters, I will try to be interesting with them.
So who's C? Does All Engines Go Gordon as an LNER V2 work in your opinion?
I see it. Hell, it could even work for like his 81. Hell, even like the 2026 project, considering he used to pick this like a 262.
What happened to Jimmy, your and friend's fate?
I think from Jimmy the Ginty, I think. Or, well, Ginty is named Jeremy. Though I have to figure out the AU for the engine that took place while the A famous engine were in London. However, I have probably not taken too much with, say, the Ginty series. I haven't seen it in a while, but I would like to get to that at some point. So yeah. Does Aaron and his sister Angelica is canon to your headcanon? Yeah,
they are. Is Afton and Jeffrey exist in your AU? Yes, they are. Next question is from Fedric180, and he asks, what's your headcanon from the workshop engines from, I'm guessing, Trouble in the Shed and Super ED? Super ED is a BR Class 74 who was brought on to help out on the Peel Godred branch and for the new Godred Flyer. And I'll figure out some more stuff with him in the future, and also I won't spoil, so that's gonna have to wait and see. As for the workshop engines, I haven't entirely figured them out, though I would like to get to them at some point. Next up is my good friend Millie25, where she asked, how many Phantoms do you know?
A lot,
just to say. Next one's my good friend Freshish Productions. He asked, do you like Hero of the Rails?
Yes, I do.
It's my favorite Thomas movie. Next one's from Grand Trunk Boy 4070. He asked, what is your favorite letter in the alphabet?
E, I guess.
I don't know. Next question was from Random Train Guy. He asked, have you played the Earthbound/Mother game?
I actually did have briefly on the SNES Online Classic on my Switch. Though, considering I need to update that, that'll be a long while before I'll try to play it again. So, yeah. I might buy it when I get an actual SNES at some point. So, yeah. Which were potato chips? I don't know. I don't really eat that much, like, junk food.
And he also asked, what's your opinion on Friday Night Funkin'?
I've seen a lot of videos covering on YouTube, and I do like its art style, though
I'm not really interested in it. Next one's from Tangent Media. He asked, what did you think about my channel and where you wanted to sub to it? Is the mini customs or something else? I think it's genuinely because the mini customs. Also, I think you're pretty funny and, well, I like your content. Like, I just think you're a cool guy altogether. So, yeah. Since Lincoln, the Green Tank is in your Thomas AU, does he know anything about the Loud House, or does he know generally nothing at all?
Actually, he does. And at first he liked it, only when his driver showed him some of the, fan art.
Well, he lost interest in it. Thoughts on Bruno besides, well, All Engines Go, my bad. All Engines Go besides Bruno Neil Crone as Gordon. Are there any other things you like about All Engines Go?
You know, I've actually been thinking about doing a retrospective on it, considering it ended last year, so
yeah, I'll probably get to my thoughts someday. If you were to, like, change anything about the Thomas franchise, and I mean everything, what would it be and why?
Ooh, good question. I'd probably make the characters look a bit more like the real-life faces, like, still have that TBS-esque look design, but also add a bit more of their real-life elements in them, but still, like, recognizable. Like, say, Thomas could have, like, the bag part of the E2, Edward got, like, the open cab, Gordon can have, like, the regular A3 footplate, which is something I would change. I'd probably change, like, some bases. Well, my headcanon's kind of like that, but well, actually, I would start using more DVDs and physical media often. I feel like physical media doesn't need to die. It's still important. So, yeah, that's something I would do. Do you play any video games? And do you like any particular game you like? I mean, I love playing Mario and Donkey Kong. I played some Kirby, and I do enjoy it, though I've tried some Zelda, and I suck at it. Favorite / not American locomotives do you like? I'd honestly say probably the Japanese C62. And favorite type of railway rolling stock? Honestly, I like the LMS brake fans, so yeah. Next one's from Caden A1X Terrier. He asks, what would you like to be added into Wonders of Soda if you had to change anything about it? What would you like added to the game? Obviously, more characters and some more variety. Like, I would be interested what the SKR might look like, and also some more fun stories that haven't been adapted yet. Like, maybe we could see like an RWS story, or maybe something like a little more references, and I would obviously get Diesel 10 back. So, yeah. Question from Sony Studios 2011. What is the best Pacific other than the A3? Princess Royal. Is Asterix, Lucky Luke, or Thomas your favorite franchise? Thomas. Easy. It's actually been a while since I've read any of the Lucky Luke or Asterix comics. I would like to do my own retrospects on those someday. What free engines do you wish were preserved, but weren't? J50, D31, and K-Class. Next one's from my good friend Dennis, the red LNER J72. He asks, how did you create the RWR? I actually had this sort of back in 2024 before I joined YouTube, though. If I showed that back then, I would have gotten hate for it. And honestly, it would have been deserved. Do you like epic rap battles or railways? Yes! Do you like or hate peppercorn specifics since you like Thompson Pacifics? I used to hate the peppercorns, but now I've actually grown to like them. Do you like my OC Dance the Red LNR J72? Hell yes. How many OCs that aren't owned by you but work in the RWR? I think 10, I don't know, I need to count. I've been trying to add less of people's OCs and more of my own so I won't, kind of get into controversial beef with them. And also, I kind of want to be a bit more original in that. Do any private or industrial engines work near the RWR? Well, there is the Danville Railway. I won't spoil it, but, faults in the GSWR Class 14 or 275 as Thomas. Good, though I prefer the J72, J50, and Furness Railway G5 as Thomas. And do you like my OCs, Dennis, Edvin, and Attilia? All I need to say to you, Dennis, is absolute cinéma. That's all I have to say. Now, the final question is from my good friend, Gordon the Bands Productions. He asked, have you heard of Shinkalyon? No, I haven't. And do you like Transformers? Honestly, no, but I wouldn't be lying if I was a tad interested in it. I'm still interested in it, though. And what is your AU for 9462 and 87506? Okay, this is kind of spoiling, but 9462 is an LNR Raven A2, and 87546 is a Calendarii 944 class. Okay, so another pair of questions from Tank Engine Media, who asked, besides the Beatles, Thomas the Tank Engine, Mario, FNAF, what other franchise do you like? It could be television, games, etc. I love Asterix, Lucky Luke, Gaston Lagaffe, Tintin, Queen, Phineas and Ferb. Yeah. Who is the most overrated Thomas character in your opinion? Edward and Oliver. I'm sorry. Edward and Oliver are overrated as hell. I'm just saying that now. Edward and Oliver are the most overrated characters in the entire Thomas franchise. I will take that to the day I die. Anyways, he also asks, Fault on Engines Go. I don't like it, but it sucks as a Thomas product. Like, as a Thomas the Tank Engine product, it is absolutely 100% terrible. But on its own, it's actually decent. Thoughts on the 2026 Thomas Show? I am hyped. Just to let you know, if you were making a series besides audio stories, what would be the series called? Would be about kind of like a comedy series, and basically the Sudrian Drunkers, like maybe the Sudrian Drinkers, and just be like the engines causing havoc, like my Tomy layout and stuff. Thoughts on Tom and Jerry? Peak cinema. Fair IRL basis. It doesn't matter what part of the world it's from. If we're talking from, good question. I guess my favorite locomotives of all time from that post I made a while back kind of explain it. So yeah. Next question is from my good friend X-Man Studios. Says, again, what's your favorite costume you ever made? I already answered. I like Diesel 10 and like my 80 of Gordon. What's your favorite song from the Beatles? Yellow Submarine. What other musicians do you like other than the Beatles? I was going to say Queen's one of my favorites, though, considering Paul McCartney's in it. Yeah, I don't know, but I love Queen, and I'd really be interested to get into, say, Elton John, the Beach Boys, Nirvana, and well, honestly, Queen's probably my second favorite. Next up, Jayashi1215 asks, what's your favorite anime? Probably the Pokemon anime. What's your favorite ocean liner, warships, tugboats, or any ships and boats? Honestly, my favorite boat of all time, in general, is Elpelton Hall. Like, Elpelton Hall is honestly my favorite boat, tugboat, whatever, in maritime history. I just think that Elpelton Hall has a very fascinating history. I highly recommend watching Lucky Tug's videos. So, yeah, Elpelton Hall is my favorite. So, yeah. And that's all the questions. Thank you for everyone who submitted their questions. And thank you so much for 400 subscribers. Now, 460. It genuinely means the world to me. Like, wow, I cannot believe we made it this far. Like, man, for how fast my channel's growing, I wouldn't be surprised if we're near 800, but we just have to wait and see. I'm Enterprise Studios 101. All I need to say to you is peace, and hopefully I'm allowed to upload without having to make this into 2 parts.